Hey guys, what's up? It's just Connor here. I hope you're having an amazing day as per usual. Now, as you can probably see, I'm seated in a different position than usual. I look like a therapist. I'm in a reclining seat. You got the footrest, you got the legs out for the first time on the YouTube channel. I know it's probably crazy for a lot of you guys to imagine I'm a real person outside of YouTube. I walk around, I got legs. Jokes aside, right? The reason why I'm actually in this position is because I booked a new Airbnb, extended my trip into Dubai by about 5 nights, and I thought, what's the most comfortable position in the Airbnb with the view in the background? And this is what I came up with. So hopefully you guys enjoy this setting for today. I might record another video in this setting. Who knows? You guys will see. Now, I'm actually a bit of context life update before we head up into the video. You can skip a few minutes in if you don't care about that. But I'm actually heading back to Tasmania, Australia next week for a seven-day hike with my dad. Probably going to die. Never hiked in my life. So if I survive and live to tell a tale, I will tell you guys how it all went, right? But I've actually also extended my trip just because of my business is getting set up here. But I actually really love Dubai. I love the circles I've met here, the network that I've met here. And I just love how everything functions, besides the horrible mistake as I walked out of the barber's last night, accidentally got charged $250 to do my washing, right? So that was a funny mistake. But all that stuff aside, what did you come to the video for today, right? Let's talk about that. More specifically, I'm going to probably title this a few different things. I haven't made up my mind yet, but the mental model or the variables or the equation that has led to my success in high ticket sales, right? And what you can learn from it. So guys, what I'm about to tell you is extremely simple concept, but if you let it fly over your head, well, why do that, right? Really, the simplicity of this is super, super important, right? It's very effective, it's very efficient, but because it's so simple, many people just go, oh, well, no, it's not really that important, right? You guys know I convey the importance of personal development in this whole journey because that is so, so important. The more personally developed you are, the more money you'll make. Brass tacks, right? Very, very, very simple. So what is the equation I'm talking about? Well, it's got two variables. It's very, very simple. I'm going to tell you. Inputs equal outputs, right? Probably sounds very simple, and I know it is simple because it is, but let me tell you why it's super, super important. I came up with a saying this week that I shared with the guys in the RSA community that I thought I might as well share with you, which is that if you do not like the outcome, change the quality or the quantity of the input, right? Again, sounds probably pretty simple, but let me explain why it's so important, right? Still be with me here, right? So quality and quantity of the input. I talk about very often that, your strategy and your effort and the time that you do the strategy and the effort is going to be very important to your success in this industry. But understanding very simply that what you put in is what you get out is very, very important, right? It's the same thing with the gym. The quality of the foods that you eat and the quantity of the foods that you eat will define on whether or not you get results, right? The quality of the training, so how hard you train in the gym, and the how frequently you train at the gym is going to determine your results in the gym, right? Very simple, straightforward. Now, it's the same thing when it comes to high ticket sales and really anything in life. So you can apply this to anything that you want, but I'm going to give the case and scenario with high ticket sales because that's what I talk about all the time, right? So, inputs equal outputs. What do I mean by the quality and the quantity of inputs in the high ticket sales industry? Well, what I mean by that is if we first look at the quality, right? The quality of the inputs define your dream role. First, let's talk about the output, actually. Let's take it back a step, right? We understand the quality and the quantity. Let's talk about that here in a second. But the outputs, right? The result that you guys are looking for, let's give an example. Your dream role, the commissions that you make, right? Two very simple things there, right? You're getting your dream role or your first role or the commissions that you make is defined by the quality and the quantity of the inputs that you put into the system to get that result, right? Very simple to understand, but stay with me here, right? let's talk about the quality and the quantity of the inputs, right? Classic example of a lot of you guys that message me literally every single day on Instagram, right? If you don't follow me there, go follow me there. Go look at my story highlights, right? You can get up to date with how well the RSA guys are doing and whether or not you want to be a part of it. But let's go back. So the question of the quality of inputs, right? If you guys are sending DMs to multiple 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure business owners, where is the expectation that people are going to respond to that? Where does it even come from? It becomes from marketers telling you that being a job applicant will make you successful in this industry, right? Just do volume, man. Just apply to as many applications as possible, right? We all know that's BS, right? The statistics don't lie. We know that 70% of companies hired from a trusted connection, right? There was a survey that was done, 3,000 businesses. 95% of the most desirable companies hired from, 95% of the most desirable companies hired from a trusted connection. So if you're trying to do job applications, you're DM business owners, you're doing these strategies that are simply inefficient and don't work, then how can you make it work, right? It's simple, right? But a lot of people are told the lie in this industry that that is a quality input. So you need to think, cool, if I'm not where I want to be yet, I don't have my dream role, I don't have my first role, I'm not earning the commissions I want, or simply think, is the quality of your input matching up to attain the output that you guys are looking for? Very, very simple, but very important to understand. Right? A lot of people overthink making money online. We tend to make it more difficult than it actually has to be. It is simple, not easy, guys. And that's why I created the RSA, to give you more of a structured strategy and a roadmap that's proven to be successful from someone who's done this, right? But let's go back, right? Again, just examine. If you're not where you want to be yet, you don't have your first role, what's the quality of your input? I can guarantee you job applications, applying to jobs on LinkedIn and Seek and Facebook groups is not going to get you there, right? Very, very, very simply not going to get you there. Or it's extremely unlikely that you get there, right? Very important to understand. Statistics and numbers don't lie. This is not just an opinion, this is facts, right? That's make sure that you're understanding that. It's not some opinion or epiphany that I've had. Do a quick Google search, right? How are most people hired in companies, right? It's not through job applications. Job seekers aren't rewarded. Networkers are, right? Now, the second thing, right? The quantity of the output, right? Very simple to understand, but many overlook this. Not only is it the quality of the input, but it's the quantity of the input, right? The frequency of the input. How much are you putting in of the effort, right? Yes, there's an element of time, but again, a lot of people will come to me on Instagram who, either way, aren't on the RSA, right? Don't have the strategies and everything that they need to work, right? They've watched the training I have on my YouTube channel. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. It's about an hour and 10 minutes long. It gives you a lot of free source, but it is not everything, right? It is a lot of free source though, probably a lot more than any other person you've probably seen on YouTube, right? Hence why I made it, right? So hopefully the people that can't join the RSA get a lot of value through that and can get some type of results using that system, right? But a lot of you guys come to me on Instagram almost every week and say, Connor, I've tried this networking strategy and it doesn't work. Have you? For how long, right? What quantified, measurable statistic or inputs have you actually done in the system? I guarantee you, if you're telling me that this strategy doesn't work, you have not done enough of it, right? Very simple. And no, this is not another marketer just telling you that you need to send more cold DMs to business owners. Networking is a proven strategy that works, that is backed by data, and is backed by research, right? I myself has experienced getting all my roles in the industry have all been through network. The most successful people I know in the high ticket sales industry have a good network and they have the right strategy and they work on the inputs to create the outputs every single day of the week, all right? Again, guys, very simple concept to understand, but very, very important. If what doesn't get measured cannot get managed, right? Very, very important. That's why we have, a tracking sheet inside the RSA for a lot of our guys who can track the inputs to create the outputs, right? Again, coming back to that same quote, which I'm going to reference after reading my notes here, is that if you don't like the outcome, change the quality and the quantity or quality or quantity of the input. But then I guess one last bonus thing to that is to read into that, like I mentioned, what doesn't get measured can't get managed. So if you're not tracking the data, then of course it's not going to work, right? You're not acting like a founder. You're not acting like a CEO and a business owner. You're acting like an employee. You're being lazy. You're acting like a 9 to 5er. If you want to get 9 to 5 results, act like a 9 to 5er. If you want to get CEO results, if you want to get business owner results, you want to make the income without the team, the costs, the delivery, the fulfillment, the clients, right? Then you have to act like a business owner, right? Somewhat, right? To actually get the results you're looking for. So that's it for today. That's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it was short. I know it was interesting to see me in this recline position, right? Perhaps we might make videos like this in the future. But nonetheless, hope you guys are having a great week. I will see you in the next video.